The 10 most poisonous fish in the world. Most people associate the word poisonous with fauna such as snakes, spiders, or scorpions. Fish usually appear at the end of the list. This is not surprising, because of the habitats of these creatures, a person may not encounter a poisonous fish with their eyes for the rest of their lives, which is actually not a bad thing. However, there are daredevils who just can't wait to meet a dangerous representative of the marine world. In addition to their main trump card, poisonous fish often have a very unusual appearance, which attracts additional attention to them. Deceptive beauty is dangerous not only in the habitat. Some fish can pose a threat when they are already on your plate. In order not to eat your last meal, you need to strictly adhere to the technology of cooking a particular fish. So, for thrill seekers, we present the 10 most poisonous fish on the planet. 10. Zebrafish. This striped predator, which lives off the Asian and Australian coasts, has wide fins that resemble true fans and look really spectacular. However, you should enjoy the spectacle carefully, because the danio is a danger not only for their fellow on the ocean. Motley bandit can easily swallow a 20-centimeter fish. This is due to the very posh fans, which meet needles filled with poison. For the untrained person, an encounter with a danio fish can turn into a real disaster, and the infernal pain from the prick is only half the problem. If you do not seek help in time, the poison will activate and lead to paralysis of the muscles and respiratory organs, and this can already end in death. 9. Catran shark. The catran does not fit the stereotype of sharks. This small fish, about 3 feet long, will never attack a human first. Small sharks are found almost all over the planet's oceans. But are they so harmless, and why then on this list? Because humans are always looking for an encounter with a catrani, a commercial fish, they take a deliberate risk. The miniature shark has spines on its dorsal fins, with poison glands hidden in its back. Most injuries occur when removing the catch from the net. The fisherman receives a severe burn, accompanied by prolonged pain. Catfish venom is not fatal, but the wound will hurt for several days. 8. Fugu fish. A flounder the size of an average cucumber swims with its tail off the coast of Japan. The well-known image of a stinging ball with wide-open eyes is adopted by the fugu only in case of danger. In general, such funny camouflage for the human eye is the only means of protection for this fish. Ah yes, almost all the insides of fugu are filled with tetrodotoxin. The poison belongs to the group of nerve agents. The lethal dose for humans is 1 milligram. In Japan, fugu is a recognized delicacy. A chef needs a special license to prepare this dish, and the preparation itself consists of 30 strict steps. Nevertheless, puffer fish poison causes about 10 deaths a year, only recorded. 7. Toadfish. Unlike the danio fish, the next one on our list is far from traditional notions of beauty and aesthetics. You can find poisonous toadfish in the coastal waters of South and Central America. The main trump card of this small creature, length about 35 centimeters, is in the dorsal fin, where several spines with a dangerous substance are hidden. In general, there are not many prerequisites for biting toadfish, but if painful contact has already occurred, you should not panic and drastically make a will. The sensation, of course, is extremely unpleasant, but still toad venom is not fatal to humans. 6. Wartwort fishstone or warthog is also not particularly beautiful, but it is easily masked by sea rocks, hence the name. The creature's habitat is the shallow waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Tourists from Europe have a chance to encounter the wart in the resorts of Egypt. The problem of such an encounter is that by unexpectedly stepping on a rock, a person receives an injection of 12 syringes of the wart's dorsal fin, which contain the strongest poison. What to say about the pain if a person is ready to tear off his own leg? It is important for the unfortunate tourist to seek medical attention immediately, as the poison can cause death within 2 hours. 5. Stingray. This very pot-like flounder is found in all tropical waters. The parsnip spends most of its life on the bottom and tends to burrow into the sand to blend in with it, so a careless tourist may step on the fish. The stingray's tail contains a spike with venom, hence the name, but the creature only uses its potential for protection, and the venom is not lethal. However, there is a known case where none of the suits worked. The victim was the famous naturalist Steve Irwin, who was conducting another underwater investigation. Contrary to expectations, one of the stingrays first struck Irwin in the chest with its tail, causing instant death. The bite went straight to the heart. 4. The sea dragonfish. This inhabitant of the Black Sea and some parts of the Mediterranean Sea in its normal state resembles a large sprat 30 centimeters long, painted with unusual patterns. Since the fish lives in shallow waters and does not like to flaunt its presence, hide or camouflage, a person can inadvertently step on the dragon. In this case, the creature activates the spines found in the dorsal fin and gills, from which the poison glands enter the body of the offender. A severe burning pain occurs, accompanied by swelling and cramps. To avoid serious consequences, the person should be given first aid within 10 minutes. 3. Scorping in the tropical and subtropical waters of our planet lives the sea bass, a fish with a unique appearance and the ability to break free. The creature itself is hardly beautiful after all, but the variegated coloration of the scorpion fish in thousands of variations is simply astounding. Like the fish's poisonous arsenal, there are about 20 dangerous spines found around the perimeter of the calf. The color of the sea bass promotes easy camouflage, so the fish can be overlooked and accidentally touched or stepped on. Despite the staggering number of spines, sea bass venom is not fatal, but symptoms such as painful shock, low blood pressure and numbness of the victim are provided for several days. 2. Anemicus, a small coral fish found in tropical waters, as well as off the coast of Japan. It can be very dangerous to humans. Like most of our list, the main weapon of Anemicus, spines with a poisonous substance, is hidden in its dorsal fins. The bite of this creature is justly equated with the bite of an adder. The main thing here is timely assistance to a swimmer unsuccessfully entered the sea. By the way, our old acquaintances from Japan catch vipers and consume them as of course, a treat. True, the cooking technique in this case is not so rigid anymore. 1. Surgeonfish. Finally, the most fascinating representative in our list. In fact, the surgeonfish looks very nice and cute. However, this 40 centimeters flat beauty always carries poisonous spines, like a scalpel, hence, actually, the name. The fish is not a predator and uses its ace in the hole only when necessary. One such need, by the way, can be a person's desire to touch a pretty fish. If unwanted contact occurred, the wound should be washed with warm water or treated with a hairdryer at the first opportunity. Under the influence of temperature, the poison is destroyed and loses its destructive properties.